Hi everyone, this video is going to be about my foot since I've had a lot of questions about it recently, and for those of you that don't know me, I have amniotic band syndrome. It's affected my left hand and my right foot, and this video is just going to be about my foot. So if you didn't see my first video, then I would recommend that you watch that. The link will be in the description. But I basically just explain the conditions that I was born with, so cleft lip and palate and amniotic band syndrome, and I showed my hand but I never showed my foot, so I actually got some questions about what my foot was like, so I thought I'd just make a video just about my foot for you guys. Amniotic band syndrome is a rare condition that affects between 1 in 1,200 and 1 in 15,000 people. So the reason why there is such a gap is because it affects people in many different ways. So luckily for me, it just affected my digits, so just a few of my fingers and a few of my toes. For some people, it can amputate like whole limbs, and some people think that it's known to cause cleft lip and palate as well. Now, my cause for cleft lip and palate is unknown, so I don't know if amniotic band syndrome caused it or whether it was just on the off chance that I got both. I don't know. But yeah, it basically amputated a few of my digits and a few on my toes as well, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But this video is just about my toes, since that was the thing I had a question about. So I'm just going to show you a definition now quickly about what amniotic band syndrome is, so you can understand it a little bit better, because I have to admit it's quite hard to explain. So I'm just going to show you that definition now. So I wouldn't say that amniotic band syndrome has affected my daily life too much, because as I said before, I was quite lucky with it, and all my toes can move separately, and I still have 5 toes, they're just not all fully there. And yeah, I'm quite lucky, I can still walk. I know some people have difficulty walking and things like that because it's either their whole foot that's been amputated or their leg or something like that. So yeah, I'm lucky, but it does cause a little bit of a problem for me, because my left foot, that is completely normal, is a size 6, and my right foot, which has the amniotic band syndrome, is a size 4. Now that is actually quite a big difference in shoe size, so that means that I have to choose shoes that I'm able to wear on both feet, because I can't really go into a shop and buy one size 6 and one size 4. So I tend to just choose shoes that go over the top of my foot so that it stays on better. If I'm wearing just the slip-on pumps type shoes, then I'll wear ones with like an elasticated back so that it can stay on my foot a bit better, because obviously my right foot that's a size 4 has to wear a shoe that's a size 6 so that my left foot can fit in my shoes. Luckily, the school shoes that I have to wear do go over the top, and they have laces, so any shoes with laces are pretty good usually because I can like tie them up tighter. But yeah, and I can't wear flip-flops because my first 2 toes, they can't really grip very well, they're barely there, so I can't wear flip-flops. And I do get a little bit self-conscious about wearing like open-toed shoes and sandals and things like that, just because obviously then it has to be on show. And I think I mentioned in my first video, but I don't really like showing them that much. I hide them quite a lot. So, you know, obviously wearing open-toed shoes it's a big thing for me to do, because obviously anyone can see it then, and I'm not going to wear socks with open-toed shoes. So yeah, I do have to be wary about the shoes that I pick, 1, so that they fit, and 2, so that I feel comfortable wearing them, because yeah, I don't want to wear shoes that I feel uncomfortable in. But yeah, besides that, I wouldn't really say it affects me that much. Sometimes it can get a little bit painful just because I have to walk on different parts of my toes more than others sometimes, and the joints can hurt a little bit. I think when I was about 10 or 11, I noticed that the pain hurt quite a bit more. So I got referred back to the hospital for it, and they said that there was an operation that they could do. So my middle toe is quite bent. So, well, it was quite bent, so that they thought if they kind of straighten that out a bit, I might be able to put more weight on that toe so that it kind of balances things out a little bit, if you get what I mean. So when I was 11, I had an operation on my foot, and I think they cut underneath the toe and released one of the tendons in there a bit or something, so that straightened it up and it did stop the pain for a bit. I still sometimes get pain in my other toes, but I think that's just gonna, I think it's gonna be something I'm gonna have to live with, just because it's not very easy to keep going back into scars and repairing things, and it's not the easiest situation to find, not necessarily a cure, but to find an answer to my pain. Like, it's not that painful really, but I just don't think it's easy for the surgeons to work out, is it really worth doing another operation? Will it just hurt again anyway? They want to do what's best for me in the end, and if they believe that I wouldn't really benefit from another operation and it might make things worse or not at all better, then I'm prepared to live with it, basically. So yeah, it does cause pain, but it's not too bad, and I'm able to live with it because I know that I have to. And in the end, I think I just get used to it, to be honest. It's weird to get used to pain, but I do, and I just don't feel it as much as, well, half as much as I used to. So again, as I mentioned in my first video, I've been out a couple of times with people with clefts so that I don't feel alone. And it's a bit weird really, because every now and then I will see a person with a cleft, as it's a lot more common. That's around 1 in 700 people. But amniotic band syndrome is a little bit more rare than that. And I'm being truthful when I say this, I have never seen another person physically with amniotic band syndrome. Obviously I've seen it online and things, because just like you, I have searched up these videos to find people. That's why I wanted to do these videos, because I know that it's not easy to find many people with this condition that are opening up and sharing it. So yeah, I haven't actually ever met anybody else with it. In a way, it does make me feel a bit more alone, and I wonder if, that's maybe the reason why I choose to hide this a bit more, because I don't feel as confident about it. But also I think with my cleft, it's on my face. I have no choice but to show it. Whereas my hands and feet, I can hide pretty easily. The amount of times I have asked to keep my socks on in a PE lesson, or quickly get in the pool at swimming so that no one sees my foot and things like that, just because I do constantly think about it. And sometimes I think about it without even realising. Like, it's a bit strange. So this is my foot, and as you can see, there are only 2 nails, and yes, I do like to paint them. So yeah, I've only got 2 nails, and my feet, this foot and this hand often go like a purpley blue colour. One time actually my hand went almost black, and that's just because I have got terrible circulation. They did attempt to fix that in my hand by doing an operation on it, but that didn't really work. And then on my foot, I also get like purpley blue toes from time to time, just because the circulation is so bad. They seem okay today anyway. So this is supposed to be my big toe. The skin is just so dry, and the only joint is like here, and this is the one that's currently causing the pain on this joint, because I put a lot of my weight here, I think. This, I don't even know what you'd call this. It's not much of a toe really, and I probably can't show you very well, but it's very dry on the back as well. And this is the toe that they operated on a few years ago when I was 11. This used to be a lot more bent over like that, and they kind of just cut underneath there, released the tendon. Was on crutches for a couple of weeks, and that was the end of that. It doesn't cause as much pain as it used to. As I said, that's the one that causes the most pain now. This has never really caused me much trouble. It's a bit like this one, except a bit longer. And then this is the only normal, I don't really like to use that word, but this, yeah, is the only average toe on this foot. And the rest of them were all affected. But yeah, I can, as you can see, move them, and I can walk on them. They only all move like just here, and this one does cause a little bit of pain, but they all move, and I can walk on them, but I don't know if you can tell, a lot of the weight goes onto this toe and it is quite painful. Anyway, I hope this video has answered some of your questions that you may have had, and I also hope that more people with amniotic band syndrome see this video and see my other video. Don't forget to watch it if you haven't already. But yeah, I just really want to help other people, because I know the feeling when you're searching amniotic band syndrome stories and things like that online and nothing comes up. I mean, I think there's a few on there now, but I'd still like to see more. So if you want to be brave and share your story, definitely go for it, because I'd say, like, even a few months ago, I would not have thought about doing this. I was so nervous, and I don't know, something in the back of my mind was telling me, just do it. And I did, and I'm so glad I did now, because I know that I'm helping people, and there is no better feeling, honestly. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this. As I said, I hope that it has helped you in some way, either by answering your questions or just letting you know that you're not alone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!